It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A Cessnock woman has spoken of her grief after her former boyfriend allegedly killed her pet dog by kicking it in the head. Sarah Dow has told the Herald Toby the Chihuahua was her angel and was given to her as a companion following the death of her father. Joanne Elliott from Police Headquarters says a 22-year-old man will face court next month, charged with one count of animal cruelty.
Well, it was about 9 o'clock on Friday night that it's alleged a 22-year-old man was at the house in Cornish Street when he's kicked a small dog in the head. Now, that dog's received severe head injuries and it's died at the scene. The man's left the house. He was arrested a short time later in Moylan Road.
A Newcastle man has faced court after thousands of rounds of military-grade ammunition was found in his car. Police made the discovery after Nigel Foote rolled his car on the Pacific Highway at Coffs Harbour last Saturday night. The 34-year-old is facing a range of weapons charges. He didn't apply for bail. He'd previously been convicted of similar offences. Newcastle councillors are set to discuss the future development of Lambton Park at tonight's council meeting, despite allegations of grandstanding. Independent councillor Andrea Rufo has accused Lord Mayor Nuatali Nelms and Ward 3 councillor Declan Clausen of taking credit for his work on the park. However, Nuatali Nelms is defending her involvement in the upgrade.
What we have to do is we actually have to go through a process at council where the plan of management for the park allows us to have a cafe or kiosk operating in the health centre. Then we'd have to get expressions of interest and then finally call for tenders. So hopefully in the coming months we can see the building being reused for the benefit of the park.
The backlog of cases at Newcastle District Court is getting worse. The latest figures show the number of people awaiting trial has blown out by 146% over the past 7 years. And as the court deals with more trials, there are fewer judges, with the state government cutting 4 positions between 2013 and last year. The health benefits of the social media app Twitter are being explored by researchers at the University of Newcastle. So far, the study has shown Twitter can be of benefit to those who have difficulty communicating and also to those suffering from cerebral palsy, autism and motor neurone disease. Associate Professor Bronwyn Hemsley says she hopes the research shows a raft of benefits.
So we have some people with severe disabilities telling us that they can get a lot from being online. For example, they can promote their own work, they can become self-employed, they can communicate with service providers.
Hunter High School students will learn about the serious consequences of dangerous driving this week. Students from 8 schools are heading to Sydney to take part in the Be Street Smart program, which includes confronting talks from crash survivors and reenactments of horrific car accidents. Program coordinators at Sydney's Westmead Hospital say it hits home the importance of safe driving.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club, Fishing Expo, September 13.
The Newcastle Knights have pushed ahead of the West Tigers and Gold Coast Titans in a bid to avoid the wooden spoon with a stunning 20-6 upset of the Melbourne Storm last night. Coach Danny Badiris says it's a much-needed win.
We're a side that's been battling all year, been fronting up. It's been tough at times, but looks like we're going to have a bit of fun with the back end of the year.
Despite stepping down at the end of the season, Cessnock coach Craig Miller has no intention of walking away from rugby league. The announcement of Miller's departure was made over the weekend, with Dan Smales named as his replacement. Applications for next season's Newcastle Rebels job open next week, and Miller is putting his hand up for the position. And in racing, Hunter trainer Chris Lee's Stable Stars Protectionist and Lucia Valentina are being primed for Australia's biggest races after impressive barrier trials at Broadmeadow yesterday. That's sport. I'm Georgia Moylan.
2 NURFM News Time, 26 to 8.